Hi, this is Zuba here. This is day 5 of the league, and I'm gonna basically do a this is a constrictor map. I think I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think it's constrictor. Uh, I actually have okay. If you're wondering why there's a slot missing, is because I don't know what to put there yet. I really should get that done. But in the meantime, I'm gonna do a constrictor map, and then I'll show you the progress I've made so far, how this build is doing, and where I'll probably scale it to. So yeah, let's go.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Oh wow, what the hell? Right now, I pretty much made almost all the upgrades I needed. After that is going to be fine tuning. So I think all my pieces are almost like I'm probably 70-80% there to what I would prefer my gear to be at. That feels pretty mad. What to do? So some of my bases have been selling off already. I'm pricing them at 10 chaos. I probably need to price them more. I also need to start making a point to get higher level bases rather than getting just bases with good fractures, because I think those sell pretty well. So yeah, this is a T16 map. This is actually a Curate mission for Elder Slayer, and the only reason why I'm doing them is because then it gives me the unlock, which I think I haven't done yet.
My mana is gone.
As you can tell, damage is pretty nice.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Build is pretty tanky, and I'll show you why. But in the meantime, it's not fully done yet. The build's not fully done yet because I don't have a calm spirit. I really need one because right now, if you look at my regen, I have almost close to 500 life regen. Probably go up to 5. So that's about 5 rage a second. That keeps Berserk up about, I think, 20 seconds of uptime on a 5-second cooldown. That's not too bad. So the problem is I want a calm spirit with frenzy charges, and that's expensive, and I also want a curse because you know, I have 2 curses, right? And it doesn't make sense to not have a curse on hit. I would prefer to have Enfeeble, but I'm willing to take like Elemental Weakness or Temp Chains. It's getting the frenzy charges is expensive because I mean I can't find one on the market right now. There was one that was Elemental Weakness, but it was like 11 divines, and I was like, it's a bit too much. And then it got bought up by someone else anyway, so I didn't manage to get it. I'm gonna briefly talk about the improvements I made. You can tell a lot of my gear is very different. Right now, I'm a Wrathpit miner, so this is what I originally planned to do. One thing that wasn't what I planned to do was I didn't expect Wrathpit to go up to like 3 fucking divines. It was just too much. I was expecting it to maybe stay around 50 chaos, and holy shit, it went up to like 3 or 4 divines, and I kicked myself because I did sell like 1 or 2 wrath pits. I was like, oh, it's gonna go down anyway, so I just might as well sell it now. And it just shot up like crazy. And I was like, oh fuck, now I need to drop multiple divines just to get one. So I was just waiting to get one. I was figuring out what good crucible trees you could get on it, what crucible passives you get on it, and I was specifically targeting a crucible passive that I thought was very good for my build. So if you want to look at this, it has doesn't have the best maximum life roll possible. You can get 80, but then with the downside of maybe minus resistance, but this is fine. I know it's like the second thing you look for. The primary thing you look for is going to be this: regenerate 3% of life per second while on low life. So this gives you 3% life regen. Makes up for the fact that you don't get the Sabo 10% life regen. So this helps quite a bit. This is your primary concern. If you can get this, that will be the most ideal. And then if you can get a life roll on the first tier would be like the best. I've also gotten this, which is 6% chance to block. I don't really care about the reduced armor, evasion, and energy shield because I have no energy shield at all. I'm using Dissolution of the Flesh. And then also 30 mana gain when I block is not too bad when I have like 30 block for both. Right, so this is cool. I'm very happy to set up. This cost me 4 divines, unfortunately. Expensive as fuck or whatever. I've swapped out the rings. I'm not using a snake pit anymore. I don't really need the snake pit because although the extra chain is nice, my damage is high enough to the point where I'm actually clearing mobs, and I don't really need the second chain to be effective. So in that case, I've drawn snake pit. Snake pit also isn't as important when you already have a lot of sources of percentage added damage, or not percentage increased damage from the wrath pit. So there's really no need to stack on more from the snake pit. It does help in terms of damage, but I think going for more defensive options would be better. So in this case, I've gone for Lori's Lantern. I bought this for 1 divine, and it has 2 of the mods that I really want. So I was searching for Ignite, Poison, and Bleed. Ignite and Poison actually the most important, especially if you're not going to find Ignite immunity elsewhere. And I did consider going some form of Ignite ailment immunity like Storm Shroud or the new jewel that uses spell suppression, but the problem is it costs 1 jewel slot, right? And in a build with Shroud, you really want to have all your jewel slots fully committed to Abyssal jewels, with the exception of maybe like 1 or 2 that you really need to keep as is. So in this case, I've actually gone for a Lori's Lantern, and then I just so happened to find this. Some Japanese dude, I think, had it. Ignite, Poison. It's perfect, really, because this is all the DOT. 2 of the major DOTs sources that can kill you, because Wrath Pit Miner really hates damage over time. So yeah, it also has I think it has perfect rolls. Yeah, it has perfect rolls. So 1 divine was well worth this. So I paid 1 divine for this. One other upgrade I've made as well is I've also got this ring. So I've removed the what's that thing called again? Can't remember. Thessalios, yeah, I removed Thessalios. Thessalios is like it's great, but after a while it's like you're just lacking too much resistance. You need more strength. So right now I have pretty nice sizable amount of strength. So this I bought for 80 chaos. It already had. Why does it have physical and chaos damage mod? Oh, okay. I guess I bought it from the guy. He was rolling for something else and he got this and he figured that he'll just keep it. So I bought this for 80 chaos. What? No, wait. I haggled him down. I think it was 65. I think I bought this for 65. And then yeah. So I bought this for 65. Crafted on the fire and Chorus, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I bought this for 1 divine as it is. I didn't change it because it helps me get my resistances up. This is actually 15 chaos or something. It wasn't very expensive. Obviously I'm gonna swap this out for Calm Spirit so I can get Berserk up permanently. Berserk is gonna be a huge EHP layer because of the damage reduction, and then the speed is gonna help a lot, especially because I have like Gale Force, right? So yeah, I'm gonna probably ideally swap this out for a Calm Spirit. I'll just need to get there. Yeah. I'm not sure if I showed this off, but I think it did. I did talk about it in the previous video. This was 3 divines. Cause and Reservation Multiplier is really good because all my auras are going to go here. So Skitterbots, Bone Chill, and Unbound Ailments. I can also draw Bone Chill and put the Tempest Shield here. I'm running Tempest Shield now because block is really good on the Wrathpit Miner, because avoiding any form of damage is going to give you the time to recover, the 2 seconds to recover the life from your reservations, right? So that's why I've got Tempest Shield. The other reason is also because Tempest Shield gives me immunity to shock, which is also helps me become ailment immune. I'm getting most of my ailments from I'm getting the chance to avoid frozen from this, from Brine King, and I'm getting immunity for shock from Tempest Shield, and I'm getting immunity from Ignite from Lori's Lantern. So with that, I'm pretty much immune except for the other ailments like Stab, Scorch, and etc. Okay, so this is the big upgrade. A guy put this on the market for 15 chaos, and I was like, oh, I need this. I really need this. So I pinged him. I said, I'll give you a 1 divine, and I was probably the highest, the person who offered the highest in that point. He still thought he was selling it too cheap, but he's like, I'll sell it to you anyway because I want to know what build you're doing. So I bought it from him, and I told him, look, I'm doing Icicle Miner, and this gives me plus 9 to gems. So so Icicle Miner right now has like level 30. 21 from the gem, and then plus 9 from the item. So this is plus 30 Icicle Mines just from this. My next step is probably to enchant this. I'm actually going to focus on getting lab enchants probably this afternoon. I'll probably like hire someone to do it for me. But it will be to get Icicle Mine throw speed on the helm, and probably Elipen on the boots, right? Yeah, and then slowly try to snipe a Calm Spirit. I might just wait for a bit to get the Calm Spirit later, earlier, then get the enchants later, because I'm only like 6 divines left or something. I've kind of spent quite a bit of money. Yeah, so that's pretty much the change in my build. Oh yeah, one more thing. I've changed my amulet as well, because my previous amulet was pretty shit. It was just resistances and a bit of life. So this one has multi, it has evasion rating, life, mana, lightning, res, and it pretty much has everything I need, right? Mind throwing speed as well. So this is literally perfect. The next major upgrade for me will likely to be to get a better version of this. This is pretty crap compared to the rest of my other pieces, so upgrading the weapon is 1. 2 is getting my flasks done, because right now all my flasks are kind of garbage. And then 3 would be to get enchants, Calm Spirit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Right now I'm sitting at about, I think, 14 million DPS. As you can tell, the damage is pretty nice. It is amazing for the investment I put in so far. So far this character is like maybe 10 divines in. This solution of Flash was like 2 divines. So yeah, this is probably 10 divines in. You know, more than happy to have suggestions on improving this character. I might not have everything solved, so let me know if you find anything that you think can be improvement. I think for me, what comes next as well is if I can remove a suffix here, get resistance solved somewhere else, I can actually put another mind throw speed. So mind throw speed and belt will be pretty cool as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. All in all, hope you enjoyed this build. I'm going to show you a bit of the change in pathing and the last ascendancy. So I just got this ascendancy, and I've realized that this is actually ridiculously disgusting for miner. I didn't know this, because when what actually
I'm not up to that just yet.
takes, I think, almost a second. Okay, let me let it die down. You almost get it in like a second, right? It's so fast, and you can keep it up almost permanently up. Which means even if you get hit, right, you're gonna get the buff right up, like almost a 50% buff in the next like half a second. So this with evasion with block means that almost every damage you take is gonna be 30% less, right? And this 30% less damage taken per Gale Force affects dots, by the way, because if your Gale Force is up and you're not getting hit, your Gale Force is still active, you actually have 30% damage reduction from dots. I'm gonna also get this in the next point, the Leaf Shade. Once I hit like 95, and then that will make pretty much solve a lot of my dot problems, and I'll just have to deal with one shots, right? So that's my next step to get the Leaf Shade on the next level. Yeah, so in terms of flasks, I probably need to quality this. I need another Sanctified, Enduring Eternal Mana Flask, probably of Corrupting Blood again. So Corrupted Blood and Bleeding is the only thing I haven't really solved in terms of dots, so I want that. And then get my flask up, get an Evasion Flask, Movement Speed Flask, and probably a Consecrated Ground Flask. Yes, because Consecrated Ground is great for this build. Let's see what else is there. Oh yeah, so Pantheon's Brine King. I still need to get the capture Pirate Treasure. I think that's Coves. So reduce effect of chill is important because I don't have any chill immunity right now. So this is going to be my next one. And then for this, I've definitely got Soul Abrath because of the Burning Ground immunity. The only thing that really makes mapping hard is actually Desecrate Ground. It's doable, but it's also very annoying. So just saying. If I could find a way to get Desecrate Ground immunity, I'll be very happy, but I don't think I have any way to squeeze it in. So yeah. Right now I've done only 2 Watchstones. I'll probably start aiming to do the Maven and Elder and Uwe Elder, and then slowly complete the rest of my Elders. I've got like 15 points left. So that's all there is to it. Look at my currency. This is I have 5 divs left and about 60C. I'm still doing a heist because it's quite profitable. I think I got my first divine. No, I got 1 divine off heist so far, and the rest has been like almost 3 divines of raw chaos. I think chaos, vow orbs, and regrets. So yeah. I'm still crafting for weapons. I've sold some already. Some of them have like sold for like 10C. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing much else. Well, hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna post the POB onto the description. If you wanna look at the POB, you can go to the description. And that is all. Was there anything I haven't covered? Is there anything I haven't covered? Oh, I don't think so. Alright, that's pretty much it. Alright, see you guys. Bye.